Recently, there's been a lot of talks about growing unsecured loans in Indian banks. Let me talk about three things today. What is this growth all about? Why banks love about it? And finally, why this growth is happening and how you can profit from it. Before we get into why and all, let's understand how big is it. Recently, I picked up few banks analyst report. Let me talk about first HDFC Bank, the most popular private bank. They have given total loans close to 6,27,000 odd crores, in which more than 30%, approximately 30% has gone to consumer loans, which is 1,80,000 crores fee. And the NPA is less than 1%. Let's go to the next private bank, ICICI. They have given 5,82,000 crores of loans. Again, they have given 20% to unsecured consumer loans, which is 1 lakh crores. Again, the NPA is less than 1%. Let's flip it to SBI, the largest public sector bank. Their asset or the loans they've given out is 12 lakh crores, and they've given approximately 10% of that, which is 1,10,000 crores in consumer loans. All put together, close to 4 lakh crores now, and running at a less than 1% loss rate. When we looked at credit bureau, because all the loans are reported into credit bureau, then credit bureau is showing a growth rate of 22% in unsecured consumer loan. Well, we saw the statistics, it's huge. But why do banks love it? One, in corporate bank, they need to give large tickets like 1,000 crore, 5,000 crore to one individual or a company, versus this 5,000 crores in a retail loan is distributed to lakhs and lakhs of consumers. In corporate loans, you cannot price very high. It's typically linked to something called MIBOR, right? And it's got a very low spread. That means their income is very low. But if something goes wrong with that company, in one shot that 5,000 crores can go back. But in consumer loans, it's spread across so many tickets, so many loans, that even 1% does not erode the earning. Second, within consumer loans or the loans which are given to individuals, you have housing loan, which is priced very low at 8.5, but the NPAs are very similar to unsecured loan. But unsecured loans are priced anywhere between 18% to 24%, and in credit card it goes all the way to 44%. Now that banks love it, because risk reward equation is in favor of unsecured loans. And finally, a housing loan is 25-30 years of loan tenure, but here the loan tenure is 1 to 5 years. They get their money back fast, they can service more customers. So it's a big win for the bank to do unsecured loan. And as we said, NPA is less than 1% for the three big banks. Now, why is personal loan growing in India? Let me give this in my own way. Well, I'm above 50. When I was in my early teens, gas, which is a basic necessity, we used to go and stand in queues for days to get one gas cylinder for our house. We had 2 telephone lines, landlines, okay? There's no mobile phone that time. And out of that, both would not work for most of the month. And we had to go and stand in queues to complain and then beg and plead some mechanic to fix it. We were born, or we lived through, and we saw scarcity. We didn't have shopping malls. We didn't have mobile phones. We had one Doordarshan television, maybe 2 car types, Maruti and Fiat, and maybe Ambassador. So opportunities were less. Economic growth was not there. So we were always taught and learned very naturally to save and only spend for the needs. We didn't have money for the wants. But that changed. In 1991, liberalization happened. Mobile phones came, computers came, shopping malls came, gated community came, and today people can see economic growth. People can see scarcity is not there. In fact, there's abundance of opportunities, and people feel more secure. Now, why I'm telling you this? Let's assume this is a bank. This is one of the individuals who's saving money. They go to the bank and put their savings in the bank, and they'll get 3.5-4%. But the bank is going to go and lend to so many individuals and earn a great return. So the bank will make all the profit and keep the risk with themselves. In 2017, RBI came with a guideline for something called peer-to-peer lending, which said, hey, if you have money and you want to lend to somebody, we can do so with the help of a NBFC peer-to-peer lending company. And that's what Monexo is all about. So be the change. Join the Monexo revolution. Help the woman entrepreneur in the rural economy earn better and support their family. And beat inflation for yourself so that you can protect your wealth. I look forward to having you on our platform, monexo.co. Thank you.